Hello and welcome to the No Name Prayer Podcast. I am your host, Monica. Let us begin our daily devotional from the Be Still book. Whatever you have said in the dark shall be heard in the light, and what you have whispered in private rooms shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. Luke 12:3. Words matter. How often do we speak carelessly because the person we are talking about isn't within earshot? God desires that we be vigilant about what comes out of our mouths. While we might get away with gossip, slander, and lying in the moment, a day will come when every word we have spoken will be laid out. When I tried to teach this principle to my son, I gave him a paper plate and a tube of toothpaste. I asked him to squeeze all the toothpaste on the plate, which he did with relish. When it was empty, I asked him to put the toothpaste back in the tube. This proved to be an impossible challenge. This is how it works with our words. They come out so easily but are very hard to retract. Once they're out, they are free and cannot be controlled. Unless we are comfortable with all parties involved hearing what we said, we would be best to edit our words. Proverbs 15:28 says, "The mind of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things." What would change if we slowed down and started to think before we speak? And how often? And how might our words change if we also paid attention to what we are thinking? St. Paul issues that challenge in Philippians 4:8. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about those things. That's our litmus test. If our thoughts about a person are not honorable, pure, lovely, or gracious, it would be wise to pause before we speak about them. This kind of thinking doesn't necessarily come naturally and will be greatly impacted by the company we keep. Is there a friend that always tempts you to gossip? You might want to consider how much time you are spending with her. We come to reflect the people we spend time with. Whether we choose to or not, we begin to resemble them. A person of integrity is the same person when no one is looking. She doesn't have to edit her story depending on who is around because she's a gracious truth teller wherever she goes. Dear Lord, set a guard over my mouth. O Lord, keep watch over the door of my lips. Psalm 141, verse 3. Amen. I think we all have an issue with saying things we shouldn't say, and this is good practice. I have a close friend of mine, and we always say that, okay, we have to work on what we say when we're talking to each other because we feel so comfortable with each other to just speak freely, and that can be dangerous. So we try to be conscious of what we are saying about other people. And you know what? If you mess up, ask God to forgive you and ask Him to give you the grace to try again and to have control over your mouth. And little by little, you will get better. I do want to say that I'm sure you guys have noticed I do not edit my podcast. The reason for that is I am a perfectionist. I don't want to I'm in my own way humbling myself pretty much. It's really what it comes down to. First of all, I have no idea. I didn't know how to get started, and I just figured, you know what, I'm just going to start, and then I'm going to learn as I go. I mentioned this before, but I decided that I would not edit any of my podcasts, because whatever happens while I am recording, that's what you guys are going to get. If I cry, if I laugh, if I stutter, whatever it is, you're going to get it. And I hope you guys don't mind. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. Continue to pray for me, and I will continue to pray for you. God bless you. Have an amazing day.